Anyway, here, just have a funsy, okay? Because I saw this. I was losing my mind when I saw this. I was on vacation. I just saw it trending on Twitter. Marvel does these what if comics, where they're like, what if this other dumb thing happened? Buy our comics, please. Please, God, buy our comics. And they keep doing this one where they make Miles Morales some other person. And usually what this means in practice is that it's just a black version of another person. Anyway, okay. So I have to attempt to read this, okay? I, of all the five realms, Asgard is his hood. For miles you can see, he's just that good. The Rainbow Bridge takes him to his quest. The Bifrost line goes north, south, east, and west. Jesus Christ. From Jormungandr to the Wrecking Crew, he stuck Gullinbursti in the Asgard Zoo. He... Yeah, it's not good writing. Anyway, anyway, so it's like I think it's basically like, what if the thing that makes things Asgard appeared here? Where does Miles Morales live? In New York? Look, whatever. Let's just look at the shit, okay? So New York, Brooklyn. Okay, Brooklyn is Asgard here, which means that this is a city of the gods. And I guess the way they decided to depict that was to make it look like Brooklyn, except with like statues everywhere. And there's graffiti everywhere too. And and his armor has a hoodie. This is a hoodie. His Thor armor. Look, those are the drawstrings. He's wearing kicks. There are shoes on the power line, which I have to assume the artist and writer didn't know what that was, or what it means. And his, like, skirt thing is like a sweatshirt tied around his waist. It's basically like, what if we made Asgard Hood as envisioned by a very racist man? I don't get... He's got sneakers! So, this isn't like Miles Morales became Thor when he's 20 or whatever. This is him as an immortal god living in the place that has always been Asgard. And he has sneakers on, which means that apparently when Asgard forms around black people, when they're the race of gods, they're like, okay, that's cool and all, but what if we had shitty graffiti and sneakers? I, I, Bro, they put rims on the goat cart. Look, there's a car down here with giant rims, and it's being pulled by a Asgardian goat. It's like a car goat. The chromed out goat car. I, I, I don't want to take this too seriously and talk about how graffiti as an art form and a cultural artifact usually emerges in poorer areas as a large part of like dispossession, a lack of things to occupy the free time of young people, and a feeling that there's no way to affect the changing urban landscape without like marking it in ways that the establishment doesn't approve of. I have no idea how that would be the case in fucking Asgard, but okay, whatever. There are other pictures. How they get the graffiti so high up? Well, some of them can probably fly. The shoes and the power lines are supposed to represent people having died recently. Okay, I know that. But, like, if they just had, like, a bunch of people in the background eating fried chicken, would you be like, oh, well, you know, there's nothing weird about that. Like, fried chicken is a food people love to eat. Like, this is Asgard. This The reason this right here is a thing in like the hood is because of the forgotten dead. You know? Like you're in a shit neighborhood and like young people die in like gang conflict or they get killed by the cops or fucking whatever else. And there's not like sufficient social capital to like honor the dead in like a more establishment manner. So they do this. It's like it's deliberately tied to poverty. Same with graffiti. But this is Asgard. Okay, yeah, whatever. Anyway, Hammer Time. Fucking Mjolnir has graffiti on it. I can't stop staring at this panel. Absolutely incredible. Dude, it's just like an ancient weapon forged by the dwarves or whatever. It's just like a legendary. Dude, just put some shitty this like fucking felt pen graffiti. Hammer Time. This is pretty race, not gonna lie. Oh, is it race? What if he just did the Hammer Time dance? Would that be okay? What if he how can I make this more stereotypical than it already is? How do you raise the bar on this? What would happen if a black guy was Thor? Well, he'd have like graffiti on Mjolnir, of course, obviously. Yeah, dude. Do you think that his armor would have like a hoodie on it? Yeah, black people love hoodies. We'll put his ancient legendary Odin's son Thor lightning channeling art. Yeah, and we'll just have like a hoodie on. What should the graffiti on his hammer look like? I don't know, dude. Put Loki on there? I don't know. Anything cool or meaningful? No. Uh, and there's graffiti on the Bifrost. I don't even know how they did that. How'd they do that? Can somebody explain to me how they managed that? Isn't this thing literally a rainbow? It's magic graffiti, I guess. Um, yeah. His fucking sneakers, dude. I can't. Again, like you don't have to be a nerd about comics or whatever but like look at this, dude. The Bifrost, but it like comes out of this I assume this is the Brooklyn Bridge. I don't know much about New York, I'm sorry. Um, with graffiti on it. But but it wasn't enough to have graffiti on the bridge, which I assume there actually is in real life. They had to put graffiti on the rainbow. Absolutely phenomenal. Just absolutely incredible. There was a page here. Oh yeah, there we go. So you can see it's a hood. Mjolnir by Odin's Fade. I command you. Hey, what would a black guy say instead of by Odin's beard, the thing that he says sometimes? What would a black people can't grow beards, I think. Um what do they like? What are they fades must be some kind of hairstyle. By Odin's cornrow. By Odin's dreads. Why did they should have just done by Odin's dreads, dude? Just fuck them up. Just deliver us from this world. They're actually I saw what Odin looks like. Actually, I think Loki looks super cool here, by the way. I just think this is a good Loki personally. I respect this. But they have they have a shot of Odin somewhere in here, and he's bald. The Odin in the comic is bald. He doesn't have a fade. They not. Sorry. I shouldn't be just scrolling through Twitter. I'm really risking it here. Does he have a beard though? Yeah, he has a beard. Does it really count as a fade when you're bald and you have a beard and the fade is literally just a little diagonal cut right here? Because literally everyone does that. You know? Because yeah, I think like a fade is a specific, like like around here. I mean, it doesn't have to be here, but you know, it's because if all a fade is like you only have a beard and no hair, just don't have the top of your sideburns sticking out 3 inches from your sides of your head, then literally everyone has had a fade. So I feel like that's not like you know, it's not selective enough. I'm trying to find the Odin, but whatever. He just yeah, he has a wash here. Oh, thanks, Poblado. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, he just has a shaved head. Why does he have a shaved head? Can't he have like locks or something? He's not bald when he's white. Whatever, I don't know. Yeah, he has a beard. Well, all the Odins have a beard. This is something someone from Poll would draw as a crypto. It is very funny. He looks cool, so why is it bad that he's bald? It's not bad that he's bald. I will note, however, that and you can say I'm unfair for saying this, that this stinks of caucasoid behavior. Yes, it does. Apparently the writer is Latino or like half Latino, something like that. Anyway, the writer is in like full lockdown on Twitter, basically. Like he tweeted something like to some of the early critics, he said something like maybe you would have liked it more if I'd drawn more upskirt shots. Which yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't know. Just give it a shot. Maybe try that. Yeah, that is very funny. It's a very funny deflection. Does anyone have the screenshot of that? Um anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, white people are terrified of black people having long hair. I don't know. I don't know why. Like sometimes you'll get afros drawn or whatever, but like drawing box braids or dreads, um, or stuff like that. I think there's just like a because this goes back a long time, right? Like black people were told to civilize themselves by cutting their hair short because white people were like, actually, the civilized hair is when it's blonde, straight, ear length, and full of lice. And anything longer from the top of or whatever else, you know. Um, yeah. Chemical straightening is still popular. Yeah, no, it is still popular. Yeah. I mean, you can do whatever you I'm just saying, yeah. I'm just saying Odin should have dreads down to his asshole. Because that's cool, you know. Anyway, yeah, I don't have much to say here. It's pretty self-evidently bad. It's very funny, you know. What if Thor was black? That's good, right? I mean, yeah, okay. What is this? When you go to a Marvel Comics writing room, what the fuck am I about to listen to?
It appears they don't allow people of color in this community.
Okay, thank you. Nice.